Sound check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Madame Rouge, Madame Rouge. On your mark, get set, go. Let me go, let me shoot to the next man in the three-piece suit. Can I get some dough? Rainy, cutie, a shoot-a-doobie, like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I love you in your big jeans. You give me nice dreams. You make me want to scream. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like what you do. When you do what you do, you make me want to shoot. Sound check. I hope that worked out. Anyways, as I begin venturing into this video, I am realizing that, for what I want to do, as a grown-up, because I'm not an adult yet, obviously, being some kind of a talk show host or some kind of a writer or a radio host, that I should probably be a little bit more organized about things. But what I like about this is that I get to just show the world, what I can do unadulterated. I mean, because if you think about it, it's like anybody, any idiot can sit around for a couple weeks and plan out and map out a show, and it still might not be as good as somebody who's just on the whim. I mean, I think some of the best things that have ever been created were on the whim. That song by Bob Dylan, Everybody Must Get Stoned, I think I was told that he was just chilling in the studio, and that song came out of nowhere. He was just laughing about it, and like, off the top, hip-hop off the top. That's what that was, chilling in the studio, playing a song, and, he says, stone you when you are all alone, stone you when you're at the breakfast table, stone you when you are young and able, like all these things that are just too easy to write, and God, what a hit that was, I mean, just him fucking around, and that turned out to be special. So, my whole thing is kids, and this includes you, Jillian. I know you're 12 years old, so this includes you. It's, don't ever think that what you do isn't good enough, and if you do, always remember that if you hone or practice or keep trying and never let anybody tell you that you can't do what you want to accomplish in life, whether it be you want to be the fucking president of the United States and and everything's against you. You believe that. I mean, you keep that alive. Don't lie to yourself. I mean, if you're a 3-time felon, let's not run for presidency. But, I mean, there are just ways in this world to keep your dignity and still be able to say, I can pay my bills, and I can do this, and I can do that. And I think a huge part of that is knowing who you are, and knowing, having a good judgment of who others are, having, that ability to look at somebody and not just look at them, but, maybe talk to somebody and just know, kind of which direction this person's going. And now I can't say that I can call that, because even I can't even say people know, as individuals, we know which direction we're going, and can't even say that for myself, so how could I say that for anyone else? But I'm just speaking in terms of, just general attitude, I guess. In Las Vegas, people's general attitude seems to be pretty fucking shitty. This is a very bipolar win or lose type of town. It's hot or cold. It is so hot out there right now. I think it's like 103. And, it's like, what, people are so surprised because we're bipolar in this city. This fucking city's bipolar. And it's in me. How about that? How about you give the city some medication and I will go away instead of me taking medication and the bipolar going away, which we all know doesn't happen. It just becomes less severe, but it never goes away. I mean, let's talk about a cure here. And another thing I wanted to kind of talk about, because it's been on my mind, since my mom passed, and I just, I'm flabbergasted. God, I hate that word, but, you can use it, because if you hate it, it's a hate crush. I'm flabbergasted flabgasted. I'm flabgastated. That why can't we, like, okay, we could figure out how to do a quadruple bypass surgery. We could figure out how to make people live longer, but why can't we figure out how to make them live forever? Or at least until they don't want to live anymore, you know? I mean, I think that's the one thing, you know, that is played against. I think that's the one thing in life that we can't control, and that's why we want to control it. And that's a really good example of people wanting things that they can't have. Speaking of which, you know, I don't know if I want to go here today, so I might just wait till tomorrow. So instead, I'll just read you some stuff. I was gonna just start talking about, you know, but I figure if I talk about it, it's gonna make me upset, and I don't want to be upset, like, right this moment. Also realizing, you know, Jillian, I know you watch my show, honey, and you know that I love you, but sometimes I want you to plug your ears, okay? Seriously. Go ask your mommy Charity if you can watch, like, you know, which ones you can watch, because honestly, Jillian, you know, some of these videos I kind of don't want you to see, because you are so young, and you're so, you know, I love you so much, and I wish I could be babysitting you right now, but when Kim starts to talk crazy, we should probably just, we should probably steer away from Kim for a minute, and let her, you know, do her, whatever adult crazy thing, if we could even call it that. Adult crazy time with Kim. This is Madame Rouge's crazy time with Kim. I'm Madame Rouge. This is Kim. Pretty much, right? That's how I see it. Alter egos. A lot of people keep asking me, like, you know, what's up with your, you know, your alter ego? Like, are you Kim or are you Madame Rouge? When are you Kim? When are you Madame Rouge? And that's the hardest question I think I've ever, you know, come across, because I still am wondering that. I'm fucking asking myself, you know, like, am I being Kim or Madame Rouge right now? I mean, when, like, this side, there's a certain side of me that comes out where I'm sure that I'm being Madame Rouge, because sometimes I embellish, and like everybody does, but there are times that I'm positive that I'm not Madame Rouge. Now, does that make me Kim? I don't know. Kim is a name that I was given at birth, along with my Hebrew name, and it's, growing up, she really wasn't somebody that I got to know very well, because she was somebody who was in a lot of pain, somebody who really didn't want to be where she was. I mean, I remember, you know, just, you know, just the way you look when you're a kid can give you a traumatic childhood, and then on top of that, it's like, you know, the sanctuary, the place that you called home, is no longer sanctioned, you know, it's like, it's no longer a safe place, and then it's like, who's Kim? Who the hell is Kim? Is Kim this girl who you know, was an innocent child, and then turned into a terrible, terrible teenager, and you know, just spited her mother, and became a drug addict, and said, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you, and I'm just a cold-hearted. No, that's not who Kim is. I can tell you who she's not. I can't tell you who she is, though. You know, I can tell you that there are 2 sides, 3 sides to every story, you know? There's your side, the other person's side, and then there's the truth. And since my mom has passed, I've been confronting these things more and more about how, you know, our relationship wasn't good. It wasn't great, but that was my mom, and I loved her. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, at the end of all of it, all that matters is that I got to look at her in the eyes and tell her that I loved her. And since she's passed, I can't lie, it's been a weight off my shoulders. It has. Because now, you know, I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've stayed up at night and day and night and day trying to think about how the hell am I going to fix this relationship with my mother? How am I going to do this? And then pushing it off and pushing it off, and I'll do it, and or she'll call me, I'll call her, and just like, just kind of like, just slaving over this decision, to either be a part of her life or not be a part of her life, because she was the type of person who was so independent and strong that it was all or nothing, and I know that's where I get that side of me. So, I think that if we're aware of the things that might be subconscious, now I know that's like kind of like, does that cancel each other out? No. You can be conscious of things that might have been subconscious. You can look deeper inside your head for answers. The problem is, especially in Vegas, there's too many dollar diving dirty ass hoe bags that all they care about is money, cars, and houses, that, they wouldn't dare look inside themselves. I mean, especially women who get like all that plastic surgery to the point where, they look nothing like how they looked like, as a child, as an adolescent, maybe for the part of their 20s, 30s. All of a sudden, when they're in their 40s or in their 30s or whatever, they look like a completely different person than what they looked like growing up. And you know what? I'm starting to learn that it's so sad that we live in a society where women like me, like, okay, personally, I wouldn't change myself plastic surgery wise. I would never touch my face with plastic surgery. That's my identity. This is who I am. But it's so sad that we have propagated such images into women's heads that they will do close to anything to be pretty in the eyes of the American, psycho, to be pretty, to be beautiful in the eyes of somebody who couldn't appreciate beauty at all, to be beautiful in the imagination of somebody who wants to set you up and prop you up like a doll and take pictures of you and tell you when you can eat and when you can't eat, and who you can talk to, and why you can't, and this and that, and here and there and the other, and people have confronted me, you're jealous of Lady Gaga, that's what it is, you're just jealous. Now, let me ask you, what do I have to be jealous of her? First of all, I know I can sing better, no doubt, no question, what the fuck ever, in my mind. Second of all, I know I can write better. That's a joke. And thirdly, you know what? I'm jealous of her, but not as an individual. I'm jealous of everybody on this earth who has the allowance to be able to reach out to literally like anybody that they would want to talk to, and that person, just because of what their name is, this label, it's not even about who you are, it's not about how talented you are, it's about this label, and it's about selling your soul. And if you do that and you become part of this society, it's the only way you will get to talk to these people, if they are that you want to, talk to. I mean, if there's anybody in the world that I've ever wanted to talk to, the only people that get to talk to anyone they want to talk to are people who, have seemed to have, I guess, put themselves or somehow got a name, a label. Now, do I want to sell my being, my soul, my person, just to be Madame Rouge, to be a label? You know what? Not really. But if it means that selling myself as Madame Rouge will mean that people would reach out to me more, it's sad to say that I would do that, because, it's like, I think I was watching Tyra the other day. They had like 5 people on the show that said, I would do anything to be famous. I don't care about privacy. I don't care about nothing. I would do absolutely anything to be famous. And that disturbed me deeply too, because it's like, people kill to be famous. People die to be famous. People fucking steal and cheat and lie and fucking and do terrible things to, you know, to get money and recognition, and for what? For at the end of the day, so at the end of the day, you can go on the internet and see, like, you know, your own name a million times for what? Really, I want to know what for, honestly. You know, if there is one celebrity out there in the fucking world who has balls or a cunt, dude, seriously, email me and tell me what the fuck kind of Illuminati bullshit is up your guys' ass. Like, when you guys sign to a label or an agency, do these people tell you, like, don't talk to normal people because they don't deserve you? Do they tell you, like, you know, ignore people because so many people want to talk to you all the time, you couldn't possibly blah blah blah? I think that celebrities just love making excuses not to talk to everyday people. I think that they just love separating themselves. And what gets me the most is that when you catch them on TMZ or whatever, they act like, ooh, leave me alone. I don't want to be seen. Ah, oh wait, here's my crotch. Like, seriously, it's like, please don't tell the paparazzi where I'm gonna be. Oh wait, hold on, I'm not gonna wear underwear, but don't tell them. It's like, I don't get it. You know, this world, and this world is getting too this and that for me. If it's not black, it's white. If it's not here, it's there. If it's not left, it's right. If it's not fucking back, it's forth. Where is a fucking middle ground? I'm serious, Jillian. Fucking plug your ears right now, and if you're under the age of 18, please plug your ears. We don't have any fucking middle ground anywhere, you know? And I was talking about that, I think, last time with the Tyra thing, you know? She does her talk show, and then she does Next Top Model. She goes on her talk show, and she tells people, you can be anything you want to be, honey. Oh my god, blah, 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 blah. But the second that somebody wants to be a model, she'll tell them, if they're not fit for it, she'll be like, it's okay, you can't be a model. There are so many other good jobs in modeling that you could do. I mean, you just see this right here, but you don't understand that it takes a team of people to make this happen. And it's like, you know, Tyra, just as well as anybody else does, nobody fucking recognizes who those people are. Does anybody know one name of anybody that puts on that show besides Tyra and the people who are obviously on camera? Does anybody get to know the writers? Does anybody fucking care? Never. You know, I can see a lot of other writers feeling the way that I feel. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's almost like they take the words right out of our mouths and they put them in the mouths of some fake pretentious actor or singer or fucking Gaga or Goo Goo or Baba or fucking Moo Moo, I don't know, and just turns it into fucking something that is ugly and shouldn't have been. They take beautiful art, they give it to fucking sharks and wolves, and then those sharks and those wolves, they propagate and make money off of it, and then the writer's left with feeling like, I feel degraded. Personally, I have had a joke stolen from me by somebody who is a celebrity in all seriousness. I'm not going to say who it is because that's just silly. But yeah, this person did steal a joke from me, and they did use it. And, you know, I was actually collaborating a little bit with this person, so at the time I thought I was going to get credit for it because, you know, we were collaborating, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, long story short, I you know, I'm writing and giving this person all these, you know, good ideas, jokes, whatever. I see they used one, you know, and so I mentioned something in an email saying, you know, oh, that's awesome that I saw my joke, you know, on this, blah, blah, blah. You know, I said, you know, just excited. I don't even think I asked for anything. I think I maybe said I would just like my name there, like, just, please just put my name in the credits or something. But, you know, this person wrote back to me, and you know what they said? They said, sorry, you're not getting on the credits this season. And, that pretty much, was the decider of of the trust that I now do not have for fucking people who want to be famous. You know, it's like you can take your fucking desperate ass, go to fucking Hollywood, and steal somebody else's writing, because I worked way too fucking hard for this shit. Way too hard to be fucking playing stupid fucking fucked up bubble-headed games, you know? It's like, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, I just wanted to, read something that I wrote, but really can't, I really can't, remember what I read or not. So, I might wait, I might wait till, next time to read some of my poetry, my gay poetry, my so very homosexual poetry. Caught a wave in my cave, I'm a crab, so that's okay. A girl, no sleeping beauty, a beauty who always puts herself to sleep. Maybe she can sleep herself into a non-existent being. Being the girl, the muse, the cause of the disease, the truth, the girl who wanted the most cake and then begged him not to hate her when she goes away. Sleeping beauty in a shade of red, a sea of wonder that I might not ever get. Light my cigarette, quick, here's your Bic. You want one too? Here, I give to you any material possessions that fits or suits you. So before you leave, again remember, I want you head to head while we sleep, so we can share each other's dreams, so I can get out of the dark of reoccurrence incomplete. No, I'm not sleeping beauty, but I'm a beauty when I'm asleep. Maybe if I'm a good girl, the piper won't come for me. Anyways, what I have is a blow-up bed and a stark kind of nightlight on a spring by my head, and what I have is a dad whose love surpasses her need for what she ever had if it's gone mad in the past. And let's not keep track of those little things that led to fallbacks, because everybody's got them. Those things slip through the cracks because it happens, oh my god, and the more I learn, the more I forget, like a revolving door in my head. Sit down, relax, take the shoes off, only if you don't got those funky smelling socks. Good God, why do guys let it get to that point? Seriously though, there's some human funk. Smells unlike anything I know. Trust me, I know it's gross. Throw your ass in the bath and throw some bleach on those toes, yo. I think I read that one already. Tell me it's gonna be okay. Tell me this conclusion is a drawing from an inmate. State to state, we debate what's right, what's not, the light, the dark, and the like for the cold part. Keep some ice cubes ready in case you need some more when hell freezes over, Freddy. Get a Yeti, get a Jetta, propagate some drive. Keep your eye on that straight line and dive with no regrets. You'll do fine, it's what it is, and I can only hope at the end people of every religion will be sitting in heaven laughing at how silly they acted on earth. Anyways, hope you guys have a good Wednesday. I know I'm gonna have a good Thursday, and keep it locked. I think I'm gonna start giving this whole life thing a chance again. It's been really hard for me to focus on my comedy since my mom passed. Things just haven't been coming to my head, and if they have, they've been leaving just as quickly as they came. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Jillian, look the fuck away right now, little girl. And the rest of you little kids, look away too. And the haters, this is for you, baby. This is all for you. Because it's called Sour Diesel for people who have sour attitudes.